A blessed afternoon to all of you, our brothers and sisters. Forgive me as this is all new to me. I've been teaching for 12 years now, pero ngayon lang po ako ninervyos ng ganito. Last night, May 30th, Ate Den asked me to give a testimony about my journey in this whole pandemic. It wasn't easy as I considered myself a baby Christian. It's just last May 18, 2020, when I celebrated my second year of baptism and being part of FCC Abu Dhabi. This story is about a mother who once a warrior that became a warrior. In Psalm 46:10, he says, "Be still and know I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in earth." It took me a pandemic to understand what knowing God means. Last April 22, I got a call from my husband saying that he had a close contact to his colleague who happened to be asymptomatic. We are living in so-called partition and 2 families live with us. My first reaction was to pray. Then nilikas ko po ang mother-in-law ko and anak sa bahay ng aking hipag. After a week, I received a message from my mom-in-law that they had to go back home kasi my sister-in-law daw po ay hindi na makahinga and she was rushed to emergency. I had no choice but to let them stay in a hotel. My mom-in-law, 2 children of my sister-in-law, and my child. Positive po ang aking hipag. April 30, we were all tested in Al-Ittihad, and during these times, hindi ako bumitaw. I continue fasting. I downloaded the compass facing 300 degrees. Pray every 7 p.m. with my husband. May 2, the result came. We were all negative except Aisha. It was the darkest battle as a mom, physical, emotional, and spiritual. I wanted to be like King Jehoshaphat, but at the back of my mind, fear eats me. 150 book of Psalms comfort me. Then God answered my prayer through FCC Bible study. The topic was about Jesus and his disciples in Mark chapter 4, 35th to 41. What struck me the most is from the verse 40. But he said to them, "Why are you so fearful? How is that you have no faith? Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? Oh yes, why will I worry?" In 1 Corinthians 10:13, no temptation has overtaken you except such as common to man, but God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able to, but with the temptation will also make the way of escape, that you may be able to bear it. I prayed, hagulgol po, I cried out loud, panalangin ng isang ina. I didn't give up. I continue my work as a baby Christian. God surrounded me with prayer warriors. FCC choir prayed for me. BS groups, Juvi's family, Ate Den's family, prayer groups sa Pinas and the UAE. I'll schedule a time at sama-sama po kaming nagdarasal. May 3, Aisha did the second test in Al Rauda, and I hold on to his promises. In Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and future." Hindi ako bumitaw. May 5, Aisha's second result came. It was negative. Wow! God fought my battles. But wait, there's more, sabi nga ni Pastor. Sumunod na araw, my husband showed symptoms, on and off fever. Ang naisip ko, wow, Para akong famous character sa Bible, si Job. Pero sa version ko, inunti-unti ang pamilya ng asawa ko. Okay lang, Lord, just spare me if it's possible. That's what I thought. We went to 2 hospitals, both private and government, and they wouldn't accept him. His case was not as severe as others. We struggled as nasa partition lang po kami. I slept beside my husband and took care of him. May 8, a special preaching for Mother's Day came. Sabi po ni Pastor Benji, iba daw po ang panalangin ng isang ina. Parang si Maria, ang nanay ni Jesus. True enough, my husband was tested kasama ng iba po naming kasamahan sa room and for free. Mother's Day, May 10. Wow! Wala na daw pong nararamdaman ng asawa ko. Thank you, Lord. Until he called his supervisor and found out that the result was positive. My brother-in-law was also positive. As I prepared his stuff, gamit as he will go to the quarantine place provided ng company, I was sobbing, like King David on his way to Gath. Fear of losing my husband. Sabi ko, Lord, wala akong tatakbuhan. And my husband came up, I held his hand, I hugged him, and we prayed together. Nilakasan ko po, and I cast all my anxieties to Lord. When I closed my eyes, I saw the image of Daniel in the lion's den. God will protect me. Kahit tawakan ko tong asawa ko, He will protect me just like how He did to Daniel. Days passed, He went well. 2 staff in a room. I did groceries for both of them. They need to go home at the same time. Hindi pwedeng lumala ang asawa ko. Aisha and I stayed in the hotel for 14 days. We were retested. My flatmates did the swab test. All for free. God has an amazing way of providing. Jehovah Jireh. A warrior like me found peace, courage sa Panginoon. May 17, the day before my 2nd year of being a Christian, my wall of Jericho fell. Isaiah 41:10 says, Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and have not cast you away. The day before May 18, 2nd year of being a Christian, my husband went back to me. My brother-in-law went home safe. Brothers and sisters, kagaya po ng sinabi ni Sister Vilma, God is the same noon at ngayon. In this pandemic, feed your souls through FCC online videos. Surround yourself with prayer warriors. Have a deeper relationship with the Lord. Be still and know I am God. Salamat po sa pakikinig.